Hey guys, so now I'm going to show you a PID, how to operate, how to field calibrate it, and then we'll go around and test some things around the back of our office here, see what we can find. So just hold on and watch with me. Now it's fun unboxing time. It's upside down. I work for US Environmental, if you did not know already. Alright, this is the PID, this is the PPBRAE 3000. It's definitely higher end, capable of reading down to parts per billion. While most PIDs that we have go to parts per million. I'm using the PPB. One's the one that I had available with good battery. Two, I think that the things I'm going to test are going to be very faint. Alright, so watch with me now. Cut on. Show you your operation. You got a lamp, flashlight, good for going in the dark. Just a couple options to go through here. To do field calibration, you hold these two buttons, hold them down. Calibration goes right to it. Then I'm going to take this. This is my zero filter. It is carbon, and carbon filters out all volatile components. They have large molecular structures. Alright, so we're going to zero. Apply the zero gas. Fresh air. It's coming through here. Passes through the carbon. Carbon will, what's the word, adsorb any volatiles. So it has a limited number of uses, but don't think it's sucking very much up in the back of my car here. The calibration is it goes towards the internal calculations. You see, you set a 0. And then we're going to set what's called a span. And using a 0 and a span, you will have a range. And then anything in between that would be more accurate. And it has a linear relationship going up, though we will not find anything in this environment, at least, above 10 parts per million. 10 parts per million is my span value. The reason we use 10, it's lower. Usually they go out with 100 parts per million if you're using the parts per million one. You following? I'm sorry, it's a little disjointed. One-handed. Alright, so you play with your tubing. Hold on a sec. Alright, so I'm hooked up. Hook it up here. This has a T, that helps me to get the right pressure. So open it up, select span, then to change, no. Apply gas, turn it on, and is it going to automatically detect? Yes. Alright, so like I said, you're setting a baseline, a 0, and then a mid-range or a point, and then you'll have a linear relationship of concentration of volatile organic compounds in the air versus what it's measuring. What is it actually measuring? It's measuring a voltage. It measures a voltage because it has an ultraviolet lamp that emits a consistent amount of energy. See? 10 parts per million, really close to 9999 PPB. Alright, and I just go back, updated settings, see it's holding a steady reading, which is good. Like I said, the lamp emits a steady energy pulse of ultraviolet light, which will ionize volatile organic compounds. The ionization energy will not destroy the volatiles, but it'll make the electrons from the outer molecular loop or whatever jump off, and these will be measured by the sensor inside. It measures the electrical I think current produced, and the current is what it measures, which translates to PPB. And since we used our zero filter, we can be sure that this is truly zero. So there's no VOCs in my car. That was the calibration process. Now let's go test a few other things. Moving out, get a little bit, nothing. My tires do not give VOCs off, at least at this voltage. Another clip I'm going to show you, we will describe how VOCs translate across between different components. Each one is unique, has its own unique chemical signature. They aren't all detectable, and they aren't all detectable at each... that didn't work. Excuse me? Oh, wasn't thinking, that's not my hood. I'm going to look under the hood, because if you do not know, vehicle emissions of VOCs are a pretty major contributor. Now, I don't know the proper way to test it, so I'm just going to stick it in here. Just, you know, I can smell compounds in my car. I don't know if they're volatile or not, but this is a baseline screening. You know, if anything was volatile, I think it would jump. And the parts per billion is a pretty small range, so I think it's fair to assume that at 10.6 volts, my car is not emitting any VOCs. Alright, juniper, I can smell it. Can it sense it? No, I'm sorry, this is a very unexciting sort of expedition we're on here. But probably better that you get a zero than not. Right, just to show you it works. Cut on my gas, not even directly connected, but it pumps the air into it, so. And this is typical, actually, when I do this. This is called a bump test. You hook it up to a known concentration, and you look to see if it's going to read that concentration correctly. I'm pretty concerned because I'm getting a very different reading than what I measured it to. But look, see, it's dropping down, stabilizes. When the reading is stable, that's your bump. That's pretty good.